Winchester Speedway. That is our leader right there, 32-year-old Ward Burton in the Hardy Chevrolet, and he will finally make an entry on the pit road, 35 miles an hour, as he heads down to the attention of his crew and our Bill Weber.
Burton failed to qualify for the first race here at North Wilkesboro. He was fastest in second round qualifying yesterday. He started 21st. This is a strong run for this team that has struggled. 4 tires, plenty of fuel. The jack around to the right side. The Hoosier tires are not a problem, is what the reports are down here. No excess tire wear, no foot strain. 4 tires for Ward. They dropped the jack and the Hardy's gone down and away in 21 flat.
Well, that's about 3 seconds longer than some of the better pit stops that we saw a little bit earlier. And he's going to go a lap down. He came in with a lap lead, or a couple of the cars had just gotten back in the lead lap, and now he's going to be a lap down. I think Ward stayed out there a little bit too long on those tires before he came in.
Here's a battle, second, third, and fourth. Bill Elliott in the car number 11, currently being shown in second position. Jeff Bodine is third, behind him in inside battery Ford, and back in fourth spot, left side of your screen, that would be Jeff Gordon in the DuPont Chevrolet.
And Jeff Bodine goes right by Bill, or he doesn't go by, he pulls up alongside. Looks like making the pass is just a matter of record. Yep, Jeff Bodine will take that spot away. Now, guys, Rusty Wallace, Ned, is a lap down to Dale Earnhardt. Is he not? No, he isn't. That great pit stop, he was a lap down just a moment ago. They rechanged the thing. I thought he was a lap down, but that great pit stop has got him up in 8th spot.
Well, most of the cars were a lap down until Ward Burton hit him, but he's really gained on that pit stop. Yeah, he's up there in 8th place and not too far behind Dale Earnhardt, who is running in the 7th position.
And Jeff Gordon takes the 3rd spot away. So a 17.2-second pit stop for Rusty Wallace keeps him and others from going a lap down. There's who is our leader? Well, it's another Burton brother. Ward Burton was leading a moment ago, and there is Jeff Burton. When Vestas Ford Thunderbird, remember he had troubles at Martinsville, blew an engine in the early laps up there, trying to make up for it today, and certainly having a heck of a run. Now he is also on the Hoosier tire.
This is from inside the Family Channel car, on top of Family Channel car, actually. And there's right behind the Family Channel car is Jeff Bodine, the Exide battery car. There we see them.
While we're watching this, Rick Mast passed Rusty Wallace, and here is Terry Labate passing Bill Elliott. And that would be for 4th position. There's Mark Martin right in that picture. He is in 6th position. There's Earnhardt right behind them. He is 7th. Rick Mast has moved into 8th. He passed Dale Earnhardt a lap or 2 ago. They're not quite in this picture yet, but they're not too far away.
Take a look at our Autolite field summary and see where your favorite driver is running as Earnhardt goes by Bill Elliott.
Elliott obviously not having a good run on this set of tires. The car just falling back. He's been passed now by 3 or 4 cars. He was second a moment ago to the car number 8 of Jeff Burton, and now he's being cranked back and shown back in 7th position.
There are 19 cars in the lead lap, and Jeff Burton is right on the back bumper of Kenny Schrader, who is running 19th, about to put a lap on him.
And we see Jeff Bodine is right on the back bumper of Jeff Burton, trying to take the lead away.
Ken Schrader was not here yesterday. He had to fly to Missouri. His father passed away, and he was up there, and he'll be leaving here tonight, going back for the funeral tomorrow.
Oh, there's a battle for the lead. Bodine on the outside.
Wow.
Off turn 4. Did he do it?
He's got him.
He did on the outside.
Let's check in with Bill Weber. Bill?
Well, one thing about Jeff Burton is that he tested here at North Wilkesboro. A lot of teams did that, but Jeff Burton did the Hoosier tire test. He said it's a huge advantage. Not only are they able to set up their car for the tires, but they're able to set up the tires for the car. And even though he's a rookie and admits there's a huge experience gap at a track like North Wilkesboro, he has a solution to that. The first practice at tracks where he doesn't have much experience, he falls in right behind Mark Martin or Dale Earnhardt, follows them around, tries to learn the track. All those things appear to be paying off here early on lap 101.
And evidently, Bill, he tested a pretty good tire. I would think that Jeff Bodine would agree and pat him on the back and say, Jeff Burton, you did a fine job. You came up with a great tire.
As Bodine tries to move to the outside of Ken Schrader, and Jeff Burton tries to follow him through to Frank Schrader, who is in 18th spot, now a lap down. Average speed, we're at a record pace right now, 108.644 miles per hour. The race record, a little over 107.
And that's with a pit stop. They're averaging 108 miles an hour with the pit stop. Warren Burton in the Hardy Chevrolet. He made a pit stop at one of the latest. He was the last car to leaders to pit. Now, right now, he is faster than these other cars, but he is a lap down.
Yeah, what he wants to do is try to catch. He's up behind his brother and Terry Labonte there, the second and third place cars. He'd like to pass them and then catch Jeff Bodine, get back in the lead lap just in case there would be a caution, and then he'd be back in it. Now, after they run for a while, if he stays green, he should be in great shape, and we should see him back up in the lead lap and maybe even passing a lot of those that are in the lead lap.
That's a shot on a Ted Musgrave's Family Channel car. Now, Ted is a lap down. He's been passed by Jeff Bodine. He is being shown back in 19th position.
Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon battling for spot.
And I'll tell you somebody else fast here today is Rick Mast. He had really come up through the pack. We mentioned that he moved up into second place before they started all of these pit stops. And here he is after his pit stop. He might have lost a little bit on that pit stop, but he has passed me just past Earnhardt, and now working on Jeff Gordon.
That's for 5th position. Mark Martin is in 4th spot. Gordon in the car number 24 is 5th. And as you said, Dan, Rick Mast having a great run here early on as they go past the Kyle Petty car. By the way, we mentioned Kyle may change drivers. He won't wait till the first caution flag to make that driver change.
Another lap going on Jimmy Spencer, the pole sitter.
So now only 15 cars in the lead lap. Wow, baby. Oh, what's that with Jeff Burton? Our second place car is off the pace.
They went 3 wide going into turn 3 a minute ago. Looks like Jeff had to back off.
I think he had to back off. I think that was the situation. His spotter told him, said, hey, there's 2 cars under, you better back off. He might be slipping out a little bit in the turn, Spinney, but I think that was a situation that he doesn't have a major problem. He just backed off because of that traffic. Look at Rick Mast moving around Jeff Gordon.
And there comes Burton on the inside. Jeff Burton on the inside of Jeff Gordon. And I guess you're right. It just was a matter of he got out of the groove.
He lost about 4 or 5 spots talking about Jeff Burton in the car number 8. Now he has moved back inside of Jeff Gordon as Earnhardt also tries to move beneath Gordon to take the spot away. That would be 6th position. These 2 cars racing for 6th. Car number 8 is 5th. In front of him, Rick Mast now being shown in the 4th spot. Here's what happened a couple laps ago between Bill Elliott and Rusty Wallace.
Rusty trying to move on the inside of Bill. You mentioned that Bill, this set of tires was not too good. Well, he used them up a little bit more right there when the back end of that Budweiser Ford broke loose.
He sure did.
Kyle Petty back in the pits. He was the first of the leaders, first of all, to come in, and here he is back in now.
Driver change. Jimmy Hensley standing there.
Kyle has been so ill. He comes down the car. Let's go to Bill Weber.
Kyle Petty is out of the car. Jimmy Hensley is in. As Dr. Bunch said earlier, Jimmy did most of the testing in this car this weekend, most of the practicing. Kyle does have bronchitis. He is extremely short of breath and has a high fever. He wanted to wait. They desperately wanted to wait until the first caution to do this, but simply Kyle cannot hang on. He is standing now. He's sitting down on the side of the toolbox. And Jimmy Hensley being strapped in. They're working on the window net now. They're putting the wheel on first, of course. They're working on that. And this seat has been adjusted for Jimmy. It's Jimmy Hensley's seat. And obviously this taking agonizingly long, trying to get Jimmy Hensley all settled. They have the steering wheel on. Now they will affix the window net. He fires the engine, and Jimmy Hensley takes off in the mellow yellow Pontiac. And folks, that took forever. It's extremely long for a pit crew that works all week and then loses valuable time.
Kyle Petty on antibiotics, has been on IV fluids, and is extremely weak. He gets out of the car, but this is the man they're chasing, Jeff Bodine. Back with more from North Wilkesboro Speedway as Jeff Bodine leads it in the early laps after this. Back in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, with second round of pit stops beginning here just moments ago. Jimmy Spencer in the pits for what would have been a scheduled stop about 60 laps after his initial stop on lap 61. But here's the man they're chasing, the car number 7 of Jeff Bodine. Now the car number 42, as you heard a minute ago before we went to break, Jimmy Hensley now aboard that car after the ailing Kyle Petty was forced to climb out.
And Kyle Petty, or that mellow yellow Pontiac, is 4 laps down right now. And Jeff Bodine just lapped the 14th place car, Sterling Marlin, in Kodak Film Chevrolet. And here's Jimmy Spencer with those new tires. Of course, they changed tires after the driver changed. He is faster than Jeff Bodine, so now he is 3 laps behind.
Jimmy Hensley, obviously one of those drivers who doesn't have a ride as yet for next year. A lot of decisions to be made. We'll tell you more about that a little later on as we see Michael Waltrip, another one of the cars, making an entry on the pit road.
This is how the cars were running before the pit stop started. Michael Waltrip is in the pits right now. Watch as the car goes by.
He was being shown in 19th spot, a lap down.
And you can see your favorite driver come by as we station the camera there on the start-finish line coming off the turn 4. Now, we've already seen some pit stops, and we'll see others coming up here before too long.
Yes, we're at lap 125 as Jeff Bodine goes by, so we will be seeing pit stops pretty soon.
And baby, look here, Bill Elliott about to go a lap down. And he was so strong in the early part of this race, but now the 12th place car, Bill Elliott, has gone a lap down.
Now, he pitted on lap 68, as did Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, and Darrell Waltrip. And now Elliott slowly comes down pit road. He was slowing to make his pit stop, so he pitted on 68. Here it is on 126, and he heads down to Mike Beam and company. We'll see if they make a chassis adjustment. So far, they're just going to change right side tires.
Henry Benfield filling the thing up with gasoline. Yes, they are making a chassis adjustment. Killing a little bit of wedge in the car.
Said the car was a little bit tight. They shifted a little weight from that left rear to the right side. Well, that car will feel so good when he goes back out there with those new tires on.
Yeah.
And here is Jeff Bodine putting a lap on Kenny Wallace and the Robert Yates Haviland Ford. Kenny is running in the 11th position.
I would see the 31 car, Ward Burton. He is actually gaining on the leader, Jeff Bodine, but Ward Burton is a lap down. He stopped about 15, 20 laps later than Bodine did, so that's one reason his tires are a little bit better.
The fellows, Bill Elliott went 74 laps on his first set of tires, only 52 laps on this second set of tires.